А где та шляпа, которая горела? А, вон она.
I am a soldier of military unit 55, 115.
A Russian guy spilled the beans on the chaos in their army. After a botched assault thrown in with untrained newbies, he and other officers got nabbed by Russia's investigative committee and military police. Dumped in a forest pit, wounded, he sat there for 3 weeks, no explanation. Meanwhile, Russian cops jacked his car, smashed it, and maxed out his bank card left inside. Epic mess.
I am a soldier of military unit 55, 115. I want to appeal to all of you for help. 29. On December 29th, 30th, we received reinforcements in the assault unit. New young guys arrived. On the 3rd of December, without any training, lacking combat tactics, not oriented in the area, which is crucial on the battlefield at this time. Despite these aspects, the military sent us to assault on the 3rd. Unfortunately, and there was no other way, we lost a large number of people. The task was naturally not completed because it was impossible to do it, damn it, correctly. How can I put it? We were defeated, many guys died, many 300. I myself was 300. Returned back to the unit at that moment. Everyone swarmed in, the investigative committee, with military police and so on. Shooting started. They began putting everyone on the ground. I was in slippers, thin socks, and on crutches. They assembled the entire officer corps in the same way. And they said that. And they took us away, dumped us in a pit. In the forest. Without explaining anything, without making any accusations against anyone. Thrown into a pit. Took all the personal belongings from the pockets. In the pit I lay for 3 weeks in socks and slippers on crutches, crawling back and forth. At that moment, when they threw me into the pit, I had the car keys in my pocket. When they put me in the pit, those keys were stolen from me. They drove off with my car, wrecked it. The whole left side was smashed. I don't know who did it. My keys were among my personal belongings. Then they were not there when the investigative committee took me from the pit. They smashed the entire left side of the vehicle, the left mirror, meaning the whole side. This is a very large amount of money. They kept the car in the pit, smashed it. At that moment, when they smashed the car, my wallet with documents was in the car. In the car, there was a bank card there. The whole time they drove the car, they used my bank card. I believe this is complete damn police lawlessness. We came here to fight. I have been at war for 3 years.
Donkeys in the service of the Russian army. Video filmed by a Ukrainian drone operator shows a Russian infantryman straggling to move a new type of Russian frontline transport equipment. Although we don't know who's the jackass here. A Russian films a wrecked convoy near Sudzha, Kursk region, taken out by Ukrainian drones, complaining that their EW systems are useless. Ukrainian fiber-optic drones cut right through their jamming. Looks like another batch of unmatched technology just went up in smoke.
А где та шляпа, которая горела? А, вон она.
It's remarkable that Russian forces have been unable to dislodge Ukrainian troops from the Kursk region, suffering substantial losses in the process. In the past 6 months, Ukraine reports over 16,000 Russian soldiers killed and 909 captured in Kursk Oblast. Additionally, a Ukrainian strike on a Russian command center in the region recently caused significant personnel losses. Gherkin, ex-commander of the so-called DNR, wrote from a Russian prison, stating the war won't end soon. He stressed Ukraine's resilience, fighting as an equal. We failed to crush them, and they won't yield territory, he underscored. Certain individuals are eagerly celebrating the notion that Ukraine isn't a party to negotiations. True, It isn't. However, no one can deny Ukraine's status as a formidable military adversary of Russia, one that, over 3 years of war, has not only avoided defeat, but by now can confront the Russian armed forces on nearly equal terms or close enough to make the distinction negligible. Consequently, dismissing Ukraine, or more precisely its leadership and political establishment, is premature, regardless of what Washington or Moscow might prefer. Kyiv's stance and perspective will have to be reckoned with, and that stance is unequivocal. No territorial concessions, at the very least. Russian troops in Ukrainian uniforms tried staging a Trump effigy burning to frame Ukrainians. Looks like the Russian Army's drama club is on a part-time gig. Their awful accents totally blow their cover.
Donald Trump, because of you, scoundrel, weapons were not sent to President Zelensky. You will no longer be president. You are a traitor and will pay with blood for what you did. Glory to Ukraine.
The 37th Marine Brigade repelled a Russian mechanized assault on Ulakli in the Kharkov sector, destroying or damaging 10 enemy vehicles, including BMPs, tanks, and MTLBs. Meanwhile, Russia did manage to enter and occupy Ulakli. The enemy used 2 tanks, 2 armored personnel carriers, and 6 armored fighting vehicles to conduct the assault. The Russian command sent armored vehicles to the village through a minefield. On the way, the occupiers were attacked with artillery and attack drones. The Russian infantry that managed to run to the outskirts of the village was targeted with cluster munitions. Thanks to the coordinated work of many units of the brigade, the equipment and personnel suffered losses on the outskirts of the village. According to deep state analysts, most of the village of Ulakli is already under Russian occupation. In recent days, the invaders have made significant advances in the area of Andriivka. The enemy has reached the southeastern outskirts of the village of Kostiantinople and is consolidating. They began to use their accumulations, occupying the village of Zelenivka completely, and are building on their success in Ulakli, occupying the southern part of the village, Deep State stated. Recently, the Russian command sent stormtroopers to the positions of the Ukrainian military in Zaporizhzhia. To destroy these forces, the Ukrainian military used artillery and attack drones.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.